quick 4 hour here and back to the top side. So just trying to get my last couple little things set up here. And let's see, what am I missing? All right. Hopefully everybody has a safe weekend this weekend, and uh, hopefully if you're going to be in the path of the ice or snowstorm, that you don't lose power. Nope. Make sure all my charts and everything's correct. Just mm, I think if we can lose those 550s, we may get a sell this morning. What we got to be careful is basically these 540s. So that's kind of what you need to watch out for this morning. All right. Just trying to make sure all my stuff is marked up. Hopefully everybody had a good evening. All right. What's up, fish lips? Yeah, I know. We're gonna be careful being Friday. We don't feel like having a bad Friday because I don't really have any evals to trade. So if there's just no entry today or nothing I feel comfortable with, it may just be a no trade morning. It's not like we get very many no trade mornings. I think we also have news this morning at 9:45, or did we get that at 8:45? I thought it was 9:45 this morning or 8:45 my time, but I could be wrong on that. So, what's up, John? Let's see. We got a lot of wicks here on the 1 hour candle. Mm, I mean, it looks kind of bearish to me. Maybe with a quick pullback or something. Because right now we're just making uh, higher lows or lower lows. So, low, pullback, low, pullback, another low, pullback. So maybe we'll keep that same thing going. that what you're asking, John, is based on the leg. So if we're making higher lows, you would pull fib from this one here, even though you kind of did miss the 50. So this would be a premium order. So you would look probably shorting the 75 here. So you would probably, I don't know. This is kind of a nasty looking leg. It's kind of hard to tell with that many Well, I don't know. I take that back because this is an order block. So let's see if it makes it through. I don't know. There's like a up candle, a red candle, green candle. Is that going to be an order block area? Yeah, that one's kind of tricky to me. Thank you guys for the follow this morning, Floridan. How are you doing? It's Friday, so be careful. We don't want to go into the Friday red, or it's okay to go into red. What I mean, don't like blow up your account and you got to spend all weekend to thinking about you blew up your account. So Friday is usually that day. I usually like to be a little bit more on the careful side, not over trading. If I take that one trade, if it don't work out, we won't probably take another. So it looks like that order block held. So let's see here. Because I had my microphone turned down. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't even know. No one said, hey, man, I can't hear you. It's because my microphone was turned all the way down. I just heard Methodical Man says, I can't hear Husk. So I was like, what? I didn't even think. Usually I try to check the volume before I even start, but I didn't do that this morning. La, la, la. See what kind of support and resistance we have on the ES today. Uh, So, kind of what I'm gonna look for, since we've already kind of moved down so much into these previous hour candle, either look for a pullback into here, but I feel like we need to, if this is going to be the low of this 4 hour candle where it's just making higher lows, then that's the case. Maybe this candle pushes up, pulls back into this area. Let me mark out 50% of this candle and we can look for a long off of that. If the 50% doesn't hold, we won't take it. All right. Sorry if I missed something from your post. Is everybody ready for a snowy, icy weekend if you live in the middle of the United States? I kind of feel like we're almost about to have a 3-day vacation of locked inside. Ooh. Hopefully no one has to go to work this weekend or be outside in the cold. Which I guess if you live up north, you're used to it, but in the southern states, we are not. 'If you get short on this one, remember, I think you may have 20 or 30 points. It depends on what happens with this previous 4-hour candle to the left of us. So this would be the low of the previous 4-hour candle sitting there at the 540s. So let's pull fib on this leg here. Ooh, straight up. There's nothing worse than kind of going straight up here at the market open. So 4 minutes left, guys. 4 minutes. If we can if this red line holds for me, we're going to look for a short. Or if we pull back and this area holds, we'll look for long. What's up, Elvis? How are you doing? I mean, that would be the, what, 20? That's right on the 25, too. I just have this way down there just in case. we want to have time to close that. All right. It just went through, so it's probably no longer valid since it went through. Yeah. It went through there, so that was really no longer a valid trade. Big old nasty wick. Kind of want to see a print above the 29 here. All right, we just broke this next hourly candle. For some reason, my clock stopped working on there, so we got 3 minutes still left on this candle. Not really sure what's wrong with that. Kind of looking for a 29 to hold up here. There's a nice little 25-point winner, I guess, if you shorted the 50s. Still got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Ooh, that was a nasty looking candle, guys. I'm glad we waited for that. We definitely want to jump in that, and this happens. Got still a minute, 20 seconds left on this candle. Not really a lot you can do with that candle. I mean, it's just one big nasty wick. So, I mean, you're looking at almost a 60-point candle, and it's just a big nasty wick. The only long that I really had here was if we were able to close back above that 30, but we did not close. So far, very streaky this morning. Finally got a new 5-minute candle here. I hate that my timer's not working, so I have to kind of just keep looking off to the side here. Now, if this candle can't break this candle, more likely we're probably moving back up. If it cannot... Oh, no. Oh, so close. Oh, I just went past it. I mean, that's back into your 15-minute range. My long bias is going to be above 30. Good morning, sir. So far, a fairly tricky market to the open here. Still got a minute and a half left. Woo. Multiple screen. Yeah, there's just not anything we can do here, guys. We're just kind of chopping back and forth. I mean, if this area holds here and we can get maybe back above the 600s, I mean, like I said, my long bias was up here at the 29. Maybe if we get below 550, there's like a lot of support there in the 550s. Yeah, you've been killing the whole numbers this morning. We've just been kind of patient. We don't want to dig ourselves in a hole, so we're just kind of waiting to see if we can get back above those 600 levels. Back above 600s, maybe go break even because it's whipping really hard. Still no lock-in points. All right. We got to close above 30, and I'll be definitely all in on the long if we close above 30. We're fighting it. Come on. No. Son of a bee. Dude, this stuff is tough this morning, guys. It's wicking. It's just the damn wicks have been insane. Dirty ass wicks this morning. No, it's gonna come back and get us. Come on, keep pushing. At least run the highs of this previous wick. At least up to the 650s. Like I said, this is a very tough entry, guys. Very, very tough. There's no structure. This is just a straight breakout trade above the 600. It looks like we're about to get hit. Yeah. Oh, well. Damn it. I thought, man, once we got above that 30 that we would stay, but we got 18 seconds still left on this candle. All right. We're going to go to just 40 on 10 points on this next one. Still cannot get through the 30s here. Come on, 30. Excuse me. Just trying to see what's happening at this one level here. Like I said, kind of have to approach this level with cautious. That's my long level above the 30 and 35 area. Dude, I was hoping I was able to get in that early and it blasts it, but we didn't get that. Silver's going to break 100. I bet, man. Another 600 tests. Uh, I haven't been back there in a minute. Give me a minute and I'll go back over there and look. Is anybody trading silver or gold today besides Aaron? Man, so far, guys, very tough price action. All right, let me go look real quick. Okay, so you're looking for us to run this 4-hour charts or 4-hour candle down here. Another retest of the 600s. Let's see if we can run that 4-hour candle down at the 440. Yeah. Looks like it's going to stop us out here. All right. Do we switch to a different account? That just pretty much just took our profits from that last one. Let's see, where's your 606 is the breaker block. Yeah, I still like the longs above the 30 here to run that previous 4-hour candle up there at the 700s. Then I think I'm going to stay out of the middle. So if we break back to the downside, I'm going to wait till us at least run this previous 4-hour candle at the 440s down at the previous day open. What's up, Papa? How are you doing today? Yeah, you know, the early morning lives. What's up, Real? How are you doing? We're pretty much at the previous day close here. And at also the 50% of the current session. We still got 40 seconds left on this candle. Just cannot get above those previous day close here. Like I said, just being patient here. We already tried the short. We were looking for us to run that 4 hours. So right now we're kind of in the middle of the 4-hour range, or, you know, the previous 4-hour candle. There's still 3 minutes left on this candle. Let's see if we get another 25 touch here, Fish Lips. Since Fish Lips is probably short from 50. Nice. Nice on the 25-point trade, Fish Lips. What do we got left? We got a minute and a half left on this candle. Whew. Come on, top of the hour. What do we got left? 8 seconds left. All right. Whatever the hell that crazy news candle was. the Sorry for not talking, guys. I was locked in. I was like, whew. That 30 was been my long area. We finally got a kind of a little print above the 30 on the little breakout there. The 75 may pull back to 50 here, but that's okay. We're just going to settle for whatever happens. We're looking for a 1208. We're going to look for the high of the previous 4-hour candle. Actually, I may click 98. There's a lot of support right there. All right, good deal. All right, we can be done with the fundeds for the day. I wanted to look for that 708 or right below that 4-hour candle. I feel like we still get there, but we have a lot of resistance in this area right here. You can see we have about 20 candles, and I didn't want to sit through another 30, 40 points of pullback and possibly get stopped out. So we weren't going to be a tickler for what, an extra 10, 20 bucks. All right, so that puts us up 214 for the day. Another $200 day on our funded accounts. It took a couple little trades. It was very tough this morning, I'm not going to lie. I felt like I was stuck in the middle because that last short that we took that I got stopped out on, I was thinking that, man, if we stay below the 600s, we would get that push down to the 640s. And that was going to be my target, the 640s, right before the 530s, I guess. Is your you think that buy order still good down there at 530? This way we can look for another possible yeah. So you're, man. So you just ran that previous day high there. Nice if you had the boys to hold it to the 4-hour high there. Nice. 420, man, that thing's sitting right at 25 too. Whew. I kind of like the short from that 640, that 25, especially if we can push above the 640s and get a big old nice pullback here, fish lips. Rerun that 4-hour charts, that 4-hour candle to come back down. All right, let me get all my chats over here so I'm not missing. Sorry if I was neglecting the chat there, guys. We were just kind of focused on the trade. That, like I said, we were long bias above 530. We just had to wait. I think we tried it a while ago and got stopped out on the first one, and even that one wasn't as clean. So really, if you didn't want to take the risk of jumping in at the 630, this next candle at 660 was your candle. So this would have been, where I would have pulled the fib on this 5-hour candle right away if I wasn't in it. So I would just pull fib, and more likely that's like a, probably 23% pullback on this candle. I can't tell where the wick is on that thing. Yep, right back to the 23%. And you got the 1-hour wicks there. So that was probably the safer long if you're looking for the safer long. That probably would have been my second option if I didn't jump in. The only reason I jumped in the 30s is because I was like, man, if we just pop that 25, more likely we're going to retest that 50 again. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen from the 50. So like I said, I wasn't sure how much higher we were going to go. I just left the two runners targeting the whole numbers at the 75 and 700. So we just kind of went with the safer of the numbers. Sorry if my charts look a little wonky with all these little boxes on it. So all these boxes kind of have a purpose for me. So this way I don't have to constantly look at higher time frames. I'm able to see what's going on with the higher time frames kind of without constantly looking at them. So each one of these boxes represents a higher time frame. So this box here represents the 4-hour candle from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And now this is the last, so we pretty much broke out of the 4-hour candle. So that was a 4-hour candle breakout. So now you're on your next 4-hour candle from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, which I don't mark that out. So I didn't really notice that until now. So hey, Capital, is that 530 is still a valid long entry down there at the 530s? If we come back down? All right. We'll look for that one then. So if we're able to stay on here till hopefully it comes back before I have to get off the stream, or I have it until about 11:30. So I'm hoping if we get that pullback, we'll definitely look for the long down there on a funded. Excuse me. Yes, sir. I'm just happy to get my one funded trade out of the day, and I can be done pretty much stressing the rest of the day. And then our next entry will be like a 2 micro trade where we're looking just for like 20 points or 10 points in a runner, depending on where we get our entry at. Because I don't really have any evals to trade. Every trade that you guys see me trade is all funded. So if I'm taking funded trades, that means like I'm thinking it's going to work. I'm not saying it works every single time. So we've taken 3 trades. The first one worked, but the runner got stopped out. The second one, I did lose my first profits. So we were $21 in the red on the second trade. Then the second trade, I believed in the 30s because, like I said, the 30s was my long area because it was the break of these hourly candles. So if you ever notice, whenever I said I got an area picked out, it's because we're breaking structure from the previous hour candles. So that's basically all it is. You're just looking for break of structure for your hourly candle on the 5 minutes. So you're looking for the 5 minute to break above an hourly candle, find support, then whatever position you're in, or going up or down, that's what we're looking for. Then look for, this morning we chose whole number targets because I wasn't sure if we were going to get all the way up here or not. So that's why we chose 75 as our first target, because a lot of times if you blast the 50, you'll at least get to the 75 before it pulls back. If it blasts the 50, most of the time you're at least going to get to the 700 before you get the pullback. And next level up here will be the 725. Breathe. Thank you guys for the likes and follows today. Did everybody go get themselves some water if you're in the path of the ice storm this week, in case your pipes freeze? Never know. Maybe don't know what really to do if we lose power, but if the pipes freeze, at least have some water. I hope the power don't go out because I want to sit around and drink coffee all weekend. So it's supposed to be a kind of a snow/ice snow in this weekend for us. and living in the southern states. So, and everybody just stays inside, so no one goes nowhere. I don't mind getting out in the snow, but when you're talking about ice, usually I don't try to get on the roads on the ice. We don't care to mess up our vehicle just to run an errand. So, ooh. Thank you, Aaron. Sorry about missing your message there, buddy. Yeah, guys. Sorry if I'm in a trade and I missed your message. Sorry about that. John, what are you trying to do the whole number similar to what Methodical and Fish are doing right at the moment? You're not over leveraging, are you? Are you doing pretty much the same going in with one micro? Let me check Bulanox because Bulanox's code expired. So, yeah, they didn't update it. We may start on a new eval next week because with Bulanox, as soon as you get a account to the threshold, because you can have up to 11 funded accounts with Bewley. You just got out of the two myself? Okay, nice. Oh, yeah, you're about to hit the 75. Nice on the patience and hold. Nice. Fishless, not fishless, but John, how are you doing this morning? Are you green so far? So fish lips, are you short looking for 50? Are you long looking for 25 and 50 or 750, 725? Yes on the short or yes looking for 725 and 750? Okay, short. Okay. So you're looking for the 650 pullback then. Good morning, Solo. We've already pretty much taken our setup for the day. Now we're just chilling. See if we can get something else. We're going to add into this if it comes back up there. $725. Yeah, that's what I mean. I was going to look for the 725, 750 area for a short. First target, we're going to go to break even. Dude, come on. Give me the dirty little wick test. How dirty is that? Don't give me the dirty wick test, then go. Oh, that was so dirty. Damn it, we may get stuck in this bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh, I missed it, dude. I missed the short. I don't think this thing's coming back anytime soon here. May have to just get out of this one. I don't feel like holding this for too long here. I know, but I feel like I missed the ad. No, son of a bitch. I didn't change accounts and I just wasted all my profits from my account. God damn it. I swear it's one of those days, I guess. Son of a bitch. Excuse my language. All right, we're going to have to probably close this. All right. Oh my goodness. I didn't change accounts and I thought I was on a different funded, so we just lost all of our profits. Look, we're back down to $20. God damn it. I swear, guys. Son of a bee. Oh my goodness. I may have to disconnect off those things because I can't be tempted to take any more trades on those and just live with that. I swear, I thought I changed it. God dang it. that's annoying, guys. Oh, well. What's up, Jake? How are you doing? Oh, man, I just lost my profits this morning. I was on the wrong account. I was looking for a long in a different account, and I forgot to switch accounts. We went from up being 214 to down to $20. What a bummer. Printed above this previous day high here. May push to 75 for first. I'm glad we just went ahead and just ended that and be done. Yeah, I would definitely look for a cheaper prop firm so you're not spending so much on evals, Jake. Because there's some pretty pricey evals to be losing. Kind of waiting to see if we're going to retest the previous day high or retest this 4-hour candle. That's down at the 420s. If this can't break through the 40s, we'll close this trade. Because that's at a previous day high. I'm even going to go to break even just in case it just whips back up on me. I'd rather just be out for break even because I'm not sure how hard it's going to be for us to get through the previous day high there. We might need like a push up to the 75 here. I'd like to see a push back down to the 25, then rip back to the top side, or even a retest of this 4-hour candle. So we're going to disconnect our Bulanox since we pretty much lost our profit on that. I don't want to take a chance in taking another trade on that one, so we're just going to trade the Apex. So that's pretty much where we're at on the Bewley today. So we're going to strictly just trade the Apex accounts so we don't make any mistakes. Right now, that previous day high is still holding. I like to make a push up to like the 800s or even 775, then push back through that previous day high, then have a big push down. You're expecting to push at least a 790. Yeah, that'd be nice too. How much time I got left on this candle? Okay, about to have a new candle here. Hmm. Let me see if I can find. There's nothing holding this thing back, is there? Oh man, expect a push to 790 at least here. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty wild weekend this weekend, Jake. Why does stuff have to happen? Right now, we're just kind of stuck. So hopefully, we can get to moving pretty soon. You said 810 is a old new day high. Was that the 830 level that you're talking about, Jack? I mean Jake? Or 630? I'm sorry, 630. This one here. I can't believe I just wasted my trade on that one. God, that irritates me so bad. It's like we'll give it one chance here to hit the 90 for some kind of like pullback. If it doesn't hit, it misses us by a few. We'll hold. Then what we'll do is if it hits the 800, 810, we will add. Then be completely out by 775. Or we can look for a 50 retest here at the 75s. Let's see if we get that 75 pullback. Or do we hit the 90s, 100s first? Oh, nice on the 2 funded accounts, man. With Lucid Fundeds. Oh, thank you. Thank you for using my code on there. How much do you have to make? What size accounts do you use with them, gas? $50Ks. Nice. Okay, they're all 50Ks. Nice. May get the pullback to the 50 before we start moving up here. Trying to stay on. Sorry about that. Trying to stay on top of this Beulah Knox thing. See if they're gonna. Yeah, Beulah Knox still hasn't updated their discount code yet, guys. Well, just trade them small till you build up a little buffer. I mean, that way you don't dig yourself. Yeah, I made 200 on one and 60 on other. Oh, nice. I'd put them away for the day. Dude, I lost my profit for the day. So we made 214 off of our one trade that we're looking for long. And so we got burned. Oh, so you have a buffer. Nice. Well, we may get the pushback down to the 50. Maybe kind of get a pullback down to the 50 here. Then we may take those off and look for a possible move back to the upside if we pull back down to the 50 and hold. I would have to look into like all the rules. I haven't looked into all their Pacific rules, gas. You said how much buffer to get a payout from? Yeah, I'll have to look into their payout rules. If I can get done with this trade, I can look it up for you real quick. Yeah, see, I couldn't break above that. That one kind of irks me a little bit. A lot of times you'll hit that 55, then bounce. So we may take these off. No, we're not in any position at the moment. You got to get your $1,000 back. You've already spent $1,000 on Lucif already, or is that just all together? All right, it says so. Is it easy to think? That's what I'm doing today because I could have easily had a little tilt day because I lost my basically I lost all my profit on my funded while ago on my Bulanox. So we were up 214 and I switched accounts instead of being red on one funded account. I lost the profit that I made from that first trade this morning. So whew. um, I think instead of the 90, I may do the 100s. There's a lot of down wicks on the hourly candle over there at the 800s. Oh, trust me, I have done that multiple times, gas. It sucks. I've actually blown an account doing that by accident, thinking I was on like two or three little micros and ended up being on two or three minis. Thank you guys for the likes and follows today. So far, it's been a good trading day besides me making that one mistake a while ago. So, other than that, we're going to look for a possible short off the whole number up there at the 800s. It looks like there's a lot of down wicks. And we're just going to be looking for 10 points and a runner here. I don't know if the 92. Let's see. You made 5,000 trying to lose. So you made $5,000 on the trade? Holy crap. That's insane. Oh goodness. Yeah, that was probably way over what the way over the percentage. Oh. Okay, so you like doing the gold there, pre? Yeah, that sucks, man. There's nothing worse than that to happen. Trust me. I've done it I don't know how many times over the last year or two. It sucks. Don't know if I'm gonna hold on to this. The only reason I say that is because of this is gonna be kind of like a little liquidity buildup. And a lot of times when that happens, you get this type of move. So kind of how we got here, then you get the blast, then you get another liquidity type buildup, then you don't usually get your 10 points here. So this is the only thing that worries me a little bit. Higher time frames. Yeah, the only thing I look at higher time frames is where basically consolidation is, like on the 1 hour candles. That's about the only thing I look at in highs and lows. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what happens when we get tagged in here. If it gets up there and misses us, we're going to take it off because there's wicks in this area. If you go over there and look at the higher time frame, it's so hard to kind of tell where it's at. 91. 95. All right. Then what we'll do is if we push to 125, we'll add. Yeah, I was kind of worried about if we were going to blast that area or not. There's still a lot in this area, so hopefully we get a little pullback here before it gets up too high. Oof. Mm. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. 25 is probably going to be my line in the sand here. Time is it? Almost 11 o'clock. So we're kind of coming into the macro time here. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. Ugh, it looks like a very bullish candle to me. All right, we got, let's see, can't tell. We still got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Never mind. We got 2 minutes left, so we got plenty of time. Let's see, where is this sitting at? That's sitting at the 35s, 89, so possibly could get a bounce off the 35 here. So if we push up. All right, we're about to hit the 25 level here. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit better of an entry here if we get tagged in by adding at the 25. Then 50 will be my last add-in. If 50 fails, that will just cut the trade there. Oh, this is going to miss tagging me in. Trying to see where, like, we have a lot of down wicks in this area. So I feel like even if we push up to the 40s, I think that'll be kind of the line in the sand because there's like a big, like, consolidation area there in the 39, 40s. You're looking for 880. This train is heading to the 800 so I can get long. Nice. Yeah, I kind of hope I want to DCA into this a little bit more so we can get a better entry. All right, we've got one more ad left, and that's at the 650s. And that'll have to be our last ad. Let's see if we get through the 40s here. I feel like we are going to get stopped at the 39s, 40s here. Yeah, these slow grind trades are a butt. Let me just put this over here so it's not in y'all's way. $39 is where you really want to see us hold up here. Don't really want us much but above that 39 level because we got a lot of resistance there in that 39. So if it hits the 39 level, we'll add one more here at the 850s. Then if we start pushing the 850s, that's where we'll probably cut our loss. All right, we're getting ready to push into that 5-minute order block here. All right, here comes the 40s. Like I said, we do. Man, I just realized the top of that thing's all the way up here at 891. Holy crap. I didn't realize it was that big. Let me see the hourly candle. All right, we got one more ad left here, guys. This will be my last ad. Yeah, so far, no pullback. I was hoping the 39s would hold here, so this is what we're looking to hold, possibly is the 3940s. Same thing on the opposite side. Yeah, just a slow grind higher and higher. Well, luckily for me last night, I did catch the upside. Just waiting for you to go long. All right, this will be our last ad. After this, we'll have to just cut our losses on this account. We still got about 30 more minutes before we have to get off our stream. It must be economic news. Like I said, guys, this will be my last ad. If we don't get any kind of reversal here, we'll probably cut our losses on this trade. You only had one good setup. I had a fairly good week trading. I've had to sit through drawdown here and there, but nothing too bad. Sorry about that. Thank you for the follow, Martin. How much time we got left on this candle? Three minutes. Oh, that's gonna suck if we can't get down to 800. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. Did not want to see that repop back up at the fucking 805s. It's godly. Yeah, because I can't add any more here. So we're at our. We're kind of at our limit here to add. It's almost like that one chance. So you ever heard that one saying, if you get back to break even and if you don't know if you like the trade, it's almost best to get out of the trade because sometimes it struggles to go back down. So it gave me that one chance to get out of that damn thing, and we thought we could hold it just for a few more points there. We were looking for that 800 bounce there, but man, we just did not get it. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle too. So, and I'm not a big fan of this big wick on this 5-minute candle. So So, like I said, if we get stopped out here, we're just going to take our loss. So, we're not going to hold this any longer. I can't believe I got back to break even. I had a feeling, I was like, man, should I just take the break even trade and walk away? That's what I felt like doing. Should have taken most off. Yeah, probably should have. Yeah, I knew I should have. Yeah, it front ran that 800 a little bit. Now it's probably going to move up higher and we're going to get stopped out here. I think above 33, it's probably going to go because you're getting back into that order block, that red area that we have marked out over here. That's back into that order block. And we've already had one push into the order block, so that's why we held the short the first time, because we thought the order block would hold. If I'd have just did add up there, probably the 40s. I wish we would have got that 50 add because I feel like that would have even gave us a better position. But that's a lot of hindsight. Hindsight. Man, your Microsoft calls up 200,000. Holy crap, man. That's insane. Come on, let's get this little gap fill in here. Let's get the 50% pullback. Yeah, unfortunately, if we cannot run this previous wick on this down candle, that's usually a pretty good good sign that we're moving back to the upside here. Because a lot of times I'll take longs off those candles if you got those little inside candles like that, and this candle cannot move past the other candle most of the time. Where it makes lower highs, it's going to blast out the top. So if it can't run this wick here, man, you're up 2K on the gold. That's pretty good. I don't really have the courage to trade gold there. Are you trading like a mini on gold? Is that how you're making so much? Or are you just in there for the long haul like on some micros? Guys, we got about 15 minutes left, so hopefully we're either out of this trade in 15 minutes because I have to head out at 11:30 today, guys. But whatever happens, we'll let you guys know. About 30 micros. Wow. Or 90 micros. Holy crap, man. That's like 9 minis. It has a order block marked out. That's all it is. It's just an indicator that marks out order blocks, capital. No, it didn't make it. We're not making these lower highs here, so that's not a good sign. Man. Especially if this thing cannot pop this. See, if it can't get below this, it's a horrible. It's going to be, that's going to be a no. Or is he, what did you say? Yeah, we had a key level on the ES. Okay, so you're thinking maybe a decent pullback here? All right. Come on, ES, bring the NQ down. Let the nice, clean ES, the pretty girl, bring down the nasty girl. Nasty, nasty, nasty. See, the ES wants to come back and fill in this gap. That's what it wants to do. I mean, the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's going to come back and fill in this 5-minute gap here down to 90s. That'll be your long entry probably. Methodical Man, did you get out of your trade or did you take the loss? Are you still holding with the rest of us? You're still in it too? Nice. Hold. Oh, you need 665? Oh, whoa. I feel like we'll get enough just to fill in this gap here. I'm going to say lucky, but you'll take 774. I'll just take another 800 push. I mean, once I get 800, we're pretty much out of this trade. We'll just have the one micro left here. It's going to bounce at 800 again. Well, if it does, it'll just stop my runner out because I don't have too much longer. I only have about 10 minutes left before I got to get ready to go. Don't stress it, Solo. No, there's a 10, 12 bounce. Oh, another 25. The high of this candle is just going to be my stop out. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I'm not going to keep adding, so we'll just have to take our loss and move on. Because like I said, I have to head out here in about 10 minutes. All right, one of you guys go long. That usually don't have very good luck, and it should go down. So, Methodical Man, you need to go long, Methodical Man. If Methodical Man goes long, it'll go down. That's usually the... Come on, Methodical Man. He's got the Lambo curse. I found out the Europe may dump the U.S. Treasury, so don't short gold this weekend. Thanks for the heads up, Papa, if you're trading gold. Hell, you never know. That's probably the plan. Everybody, the people are shorting gold on the back end while everybody's constantly buying in. No, Gas, don't be that person. I was just being sarcastic. Watch it go straight to the moon for us, Gas. Hopefully you did that on a sim account. Don't do that on something that you had to spend like a lot of money on. I was just trying to get Methodical Man over there. I was messing with Methodical Man. A little elevator to break the 814s. I would be happy we just pull back to kind of fill in this 5 minute gap down here. Got a little 5 minute gap here, for anybody that likes to long these gaps. Or you can be nicer if we get that failed inversion gap here. Uh-oh. Is Gas the person to go long if you're in shorts? It's a possibility. Gas said he went long. He's got the Lambo curse, guys. Dude, it's almost like it's so tempting to just say closes because this is my second time getting back to break even. So I feel like it keeps giving me warnings like, okay, get out. If you're on the wrong side of the trade, just get out and just be done. Close it out for Friday. So what'll happen if I close it? It'll just go straight down. Right now, Bernie, we are stuck in a short. So we were shorting the whole number a while ago, and so we had to sit through a little bit of drawdown. Right now, we're looking for this little gap fill in, maybe back in the 90s, possible. Oh, this thing's. It's been one of those days for me. I had a nice good trade off a level that we were looking to long at the 30s this morning. I caught the big trade this morning. Then I ended up taking this trade earlier on that account when I thought I switched. So I ended up wasting all my profits. So we kind of pooched ourselves today on a Friday, unfortunately. It's still not a red day on the account, but it's not the green that we were hoping for. Dude, I don't think we'll have any more pushes. What time is it? I only got about 5 minutes left, guys. Hopefully I'm able to get out of this trade before the 5 minutes up so you guys can see if I take the loss or get a break even / winner. So we didn't hit our break even spot twice already, guys, and we did not take our points off. So let's see what happens with this next 5-minute candle. Usually it's not a good, you keep making lower highs. So I'm expecting a breakout here in a minute, guys. So I'm not going to lie. Kind of expecting because we couldn't run the low of this wick. That's the only thing that worries me. So we need to run the low of this wick. And I'm hoping to even pull in the fib on this that you'll at least get the 40% pullback, maybe back into discount. Yeah, it's just stuffing right now, guys. It's kind of like Fish Lips says. It's just, like I said, if I hit the 800, we're just going to go to quick break even. But I don't know if I want to take the loss any higher than 25 here. So I think if it gets back into this area here, back above this, I think we'll just shut the trade down and take the loss. I don't really do a whole lot of metal trading. One more little baby push. Oh, you missed the whole thing this morning? I jacked up my profits this morning. Vive. It's so annoying. It's been a Friday. We're just trying to survive. All right. Oh, man, that sucks. Dude, let me tell you what happened to me. This morning, I was like, all right, we're long in the 30s today. And I longed the 30s. And I accidentally got in this trade on the account that I was up $214 on. So I closed it because I was like, okay, I can't let this go in the red. So instead of being up $214 for the day, I'm only up $20. So I wrecked my profits on my account by not switching the accounts over. So yeah, that was pretty crappy this morning. Ooh la la. Nice. Woo. Well, that put some sweat in my eyes there, Fish Lips. I was like, man, is that order block going to hold up there? The order block held. I wasn't sure. So this is why we were saying that if this area was not going to hold, that was going to be our last ad. Yeah, you say you went to go trade gold, but accidentally traded silver. Dude, silver is a monster guy. I'm not going to lie, dude. I hear people getting monster trades on the silver. What's up? I am trading the MNQ. I only have one contract left, Capital, so I can't take any off. So what we'll do is just follow it down. Right now, our average is at 823 from those ads from earlier. I haven't even attempted no silver trade, but I heard that stuff is pretty wild over in silver. Especially if you can't trade micros. I mean, if you're trading minis with the silver, it'll just eat your lunch. Like it's like you'll just put a foot in there. You're like, pow! You have no longer allowed to take a trade. Please contact administration. So only the administration would be. You'll get that little message like instant blow. Oh, shoot. All right, we're gonna follow the 5 minute candle down here. Man, you don't think we can get this second gap fill in? I'll wait and see what kind of reaction we get here. I may try to take a little bit more here. Once if we break the 75s, we'll go to 93. And that's why we at least have 30 points locked in. Gas, he sacrificed for us, guys. He took the long. Remember, I was saying somebody take the long if you don't have good luck at the moment. He took the long and he made the market go down. So thank you, Gas, for that short at 21. The market makers are watching Gas. Everybody has that feeling. You enter a trade, and like as soon as you enter, it goes in the opposite direction. I thought Methodical Man was going to take that for us, but thank you, Gas. He got it moving in the right direction. All right, we're about to approach the 21 EMA. Guys, if we lose that previous day high, man, I feel like we have so much to the downside. Right here. Lose that 39 level. Everybody out. If you were fortunate enough to take that short, Fishlet said take your points and get out. All right. All right, so we got 23 plus 20 more, so we got 50 locked in at the moment. It will reject off the 56. Is that this big wick right here? Okay. I'm waiting to see. I mean, I'm okay if it does reject. I already got 50 points locked in. Uh, I was kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with the 739. All right, another 75 touch. Let's see here. I feel like 39. If we get through the 50s, I think 39 is your next bounce spot here. All right. Nice hold. We guys took 50 points out of that. I'm glad we were able to get out of that. I wasn't sure. That was luck. We got lucky on that one. Oof. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here to see if we lose the previous day high there. Solo, were you in the short also? I think most of us were in the short. Yeah, we're done taking trades for the day too. I had to head out here. This was my time limit. Thank you for the information today, Capital, for in the Discord and stuff. It was a okay day trading. We did get caught in this last long here. Unfortunately, like I said, we destroyed all of our profits on our account this morning. So instead of being up $200, we're only going to be up $20 today. So it was a pretty crappy that happened, but it could have been worse if I didn't close it. Or if I'd have stayed in it, we would have got it back, but we weren't going to do that. I'd rather just lose my profits and come back Monday. Nice on the 50-60 call out right there at the 21 EMA. Also, you had this big 5-hour wick here. I'm not sure what that was as far as, no, that's what, 15-minute candle? Yeah, 30-minute candle. That's probably the 30-minute candle open there. Let's see how far we pull back on that. So we pull fib on this leg here. Okay, so that was right at the 50%. So it looks like it bounced off the 59. So 50% pullback. I thought we would get, a little bit deeper back into the 50s, kind of get next to that discount price. I was really hoping for between the around the 40s, and that would have been like right back into discount. So that's the level I was kind of looking for. I thought we would get back to, but didn't quite get back there. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a good weekend. If you live in the middle of the United States, be careful this weekend if you get stuck in the storm or if you lose your power. Hopefully not. So they're anticipating a lot of power outages this weekend. My words got mumbled. Power outages. So, go get you some water just in case your pipes freeze. You don't have no water. So if it's still there, most people are already bought up everything because I went to the store this morning and, man, them folks went crazy. I don't know why. It's not like we ever get snowed in for more than a few days. So not really sure why everybody buys up everything. But maybe if you're stuck home with kids, I guess I can understand. I don't have no kids to be stuck at home with. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the likes and follows today.